I believe that it's legal. Yes.
So you're in favor of it, and then I guess somebody would sue, so it would go to the Supreme Court, and based on what happened in 1996, and that was with a Democratic president, by the way, but a line item veto. Do you see a line item veto as matching what a pocket rescission does?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we've got some explosive insights straight from Senator John Kennedy. And trust me, this one's a roller coaster. From Putin's aggression in Ukraine to Trump's legal battles, all the way to the fight over U.S. spending, we're breaking it all down. Stick with me till the end because the details here are jaw-dropping. And hey, before we dive in, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of these updates.
All right, Senator John Kennedy joining me now. Well, in light of what happened, this massive attack by Russia, right on the heels of the peace summit here in Washington, is it time to roll out the sanctions?
Here's what I see, David. Dealing with President Putin is like hand feeding a shark. You can't trust him. Yes, he's charming. So was Ted Bundy. Number two, Putin doesn't really want peace. Putin wants Ukraine. That doesn't mean he won't make a deal if he's under enough pressure. Number three, the ball's in President Putin's court. I would give him a reasonable amount of time, weeks, not months, so that he is in good faith. If he doesn't, number four, the president's got to make a decision. He can walk away. I think that would be a mistake morally and politically, or he can inflict pain. I would begin by seizing all of the foreign assets of Russia in Western countries' jurisdiction. That's about $300 billion. I would give that money to Ukraine to fight the war. And then I would figure out a way, through sanctions or otherwise, to cut off his cash flow, which means cutting off his sales of oil. The final point I would make, Europe is doing better, but it's not doing enough. Europe has 5 times more people than Russia. Europe is richer than Russia. It has 10 times more money. I know the Europeans, they're our friends. I respect that, but they like to take August off. But Putin's not taking August off. Europe needs to do more.
All right, that sums it up. I want to bring it back home, Senator, because we're just getting breaking news. The New York State Appeals Court has thrown out that massive civil fraud penalty against President Trump. A panel of 5 judges said the verdict, which stood to cost Trump about $500 million, was excessive. That's their word. What do you make of all this? Does this put an end to the sort of lawfare campaign against him?
Well, unless you got your law degree from Costco, I think most attorneys realized that that New York was going to lose this on appeal. That they picked a defendant, President Trump, and then went looking for a law to prosecute him on. I mean, that's what they all said they were going to do, and they did it. But it was a loser from the get-go.
Yeah, it seems that it is just one of several wins that the president is going to be making in the coming weeks. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you want to hide something from the people who prosecuted this case, put it in a law book.
Right. But still, you have those 31 uncharged misdemeanors that were magically turned into felonies that were against him. Do you think the New York legal establishment is going to lose on that one as well on appeal?
Well, they should be embarrassed. Yes, they will. I mean, it was always preposterous, and everybody knew it was preposterous, and everybody knew it was political.
Senator, economically, there's a new phrase inside the Beltway called pocket rescissions. This is an attempt to give the president kind of a line item veto dealing with the budget without it having to go through Congress like the regular rescissions do. Supreme Court weighed in on line item vetoes back in '96 and didn't like it. They thought it was unconstitutional. How do you think the pocket rescissions, will fare with the Supremes?
I've been in Washington, D.C. for 10 years. I've been on the Appropriations Committee for 10 years. I believe that there is no way on God's green earth that Congress is ever going to reduce spending on its own. I'm in charge of one of the budget proposals, energy and water. I have proposed a budget that actually reduces spending a very minuscule 1.3%, and my Democratic friend's hair is already on fire. I support the president's plan to do rescission packages. I'm convinced it's the only way we're going to reduce spending, and we have to reduce spending.
But does that include pocket rescissions?
I do. I believe that it's legal. Yes.
So you're in favor of it, and then I guess somebody would sue, so it would go to the Supreme Court, and based on what happened in 1996, and that was with a Democratic president, by the way, but a line item veto. Do you see a line item veto as matching what a pocket rescission does?
No, I think it's a totally separate issue.
Okay.
I think the administration's on pretty solid ground. Could they lose, of course, but on the pocket rescission. Look, most members of the Senate, including Republicans, they see cutting spending like going to heaven. They want to go to heaven. They're just not ready to make the trip. That's what I see in terms of reducing spending.
Senator John Kennedy, always a pleasure, Senator. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Senator Kennedy didn't mince words. He compared dealing with Vladimir Putin to hand-feeding a shark. Sounds dangerous, right? According to him, Putin doesn't want peace. What he really wants is Ukraine. Kennedy's take is clear. Give Putin only weeks, not months, to prove he's serious about peace. And if he doesn't, the U.S. has a choice. Walk away, which Kennedy calls a mistake, or hit Russia with serious consequences. Now here's where it gets intense. Kennedy says the U.S. should seize $300 billion in Russian foreign assets held in the West and give it straight to Ukraine to fight the war. Not only that, he wants to cut off Putin's cash flow completely by targeting Russian oil sales. Harsh? Yes. Effective? That's the goal. And he doesn't stop there. Kennedy criticizes Europe for dragging its feet, pointing out that Europe has more people, more wealth, and way more resources than Russia, but still isn't doing enough. Switching gears, big news at home. The New York Appeals Court just threw out that massive civil fraud penalty against Donald Trump, calling it excessive. Kennedy says the whole case was political from the start, legally flimsy, and doomed to fail. He even predicts Trump will win more appeals, especially on charges where misdemeanors were magically turned into felonies. According to him, it's all lawfare, and the legal establishment should be embarrassed. Finally, let's talk money. Washington loves to spend, but Kennedy says there's no way Congress will ever cut spending on its own. His solution? Support the president's pocket rescissions plan, basically a tool to cut spending without waiting for Congress. He believes it's legal, effective, and maybe the only way to slow down government overspending. Kennedy even jokes that lawmakers treat spending cuts like going to heaven. They want to go, they're just not ready to make the trip. So there you have it. Senator John Kennedy's unfiltered take on Putin, Ukraine, Trump's legal fights, and America's spending problem. Do you agree with him? Should we hit Russia harder? Was Trump unfairly targeted? And can pocket rescissions actually rein in Washington's spending spree? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. And before you go, don't forget, hit that subscribe button right now, tap the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.